Welcome back to Triple G Sports Replays. We are continuing our 2020 Augusta replay. We're on the final day. We're going to see the final two groupings. We're going to see on hole number 3, Xander Schauffele and Matt Fitzpatrick. And we're going to see hole number 2 with Collin Morikawa and Rory McIlroy. Right now, McIlroy is in the lead at a -3. Second place is Rory with -1. And we have 3 golfers tied for third, Schauffele, Fitzpatrick, and then Justin Thomas. So we're going to see 4 of the 5 leaders here on this video. We are going to start with hole number 3. It's a par 4, 350-yard. Handicap is a 13, so it's on the harder side. We have no course notes on this hole. It is a firm course, so we get an extra 5 yards on the fairways. It's also windy. It's very blustery, but there is no wind effect on this hole. And we are going to start out with Fitzpatrick getting the honors. So what we want to try to do is our driver's not going to be able to get out here with all this sand and this tree, so we need to get landing in here where it's safe. And that's probably going to take some kind of an iron for these guys. So he's a 6 wood rating. Yeah, we're going to have to probably look at Probably have to look at a 4 iron to be safe for Fitzpatrick. We do not want to end up in a bunker or end up in these trees. We want to try to get here where it's safe. He tends to go left. His 6 wood rating on a 4 iron would put him 185 and 10 rolls. It's going to be back here. So we even want to shade over here a little bit. So why don't we aim the left 10 just to stay away from those trees. We're going to aim 10 left to start, and we get a 53, which is a 9. So she's only going to go 170. We're going to kick. We started at 5. We're going to kick there, and 5 left, and another 10, 5, 10. So we're going to be here 185 left, 15. Oh, we get another 5 in the fairway for the firm. 190 left, 15, and that's a fairway hit. He is even par on the day through 2 holes. He's hit all 3 fairways now. All right, with Schauffele, it's going to be, he's got a 3 wood rating, and we were safe with that on the 4 iron. He'll end up here about 200 out and another 10. And yeah, we'll maybe aim. He tends to be 50-50. We're gonna probably aim left 5 for him. All right. A 46 is a 32. So that's gonna go 200 plus. He's gonna get a roll 10 right, and it's going to go 10 plus another 5 on the firm, so 15. So he's right here, 215-0, and that's in fairway hit. He is 1 over on the day, but he's hit now all 3 fairways. Okay, we're going for pin 5. Pin 5 happens to be over here in the corner. And so, let's see, this very slight dogleg, not enough to bother us here. So Fitzpatrick, we need to get to this 1, 2, 3 and back. And since he's across, he can actually go and aim for this. So I think we're just going to bring him over 1. We need to try to hit fairway, and there's not a lot there. Let's try to hit the meat of the fairway. So how far out is he going to be? 25, 50, 75, 1, 25, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 180 to the hole, but let's aim here and try to get to 170. So with him being a 5 iron rating, what's going to go 170? that would be a 6-iron. So we're going to use our 6-iron. And a 21 is a 20. So that's going to go 160, 25, 50, 75, 1, 25, 50, 55, 60. It's going to go left 15, 5, 10, 15. And we're going to say 5, he's on the fairway, another 5 on the fairway. And so we're on the green, and we're 20, 40, 60, 75 feet. So minus a roll of 8 is 67 feet. So he's 67 feet from the hole. That's a green in regulation for Fitzpatrick. So we know he's putting. All right, now we're gonna move you one over. So we're gonna try to aim for the same spot. We're gonna go 25, 50, 75, 1, 110, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. We need to go about 135 for Schauffele. He's got a 3-iron rating. And that's going to be a pitching wedge for him. A 33 is a 2. You hit that stiff. It's going to go 145. 25, 50, 75, 1, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45 right there on the edge. She's going to kick right 5. And then it's going to roll back 5. And so he's going to be 15 feet minus 2, 13 feet from the cup. Good shot. And that's a green in regulation for him. All right, so we said we had Fitzpatrick with a 67-foot putt. Play it safe, just try to get it close. All we want's par. A 41 on his card is a 19. So 67-foot putt. 19, he gets it within 4 feet. All right. Now it's Schauffele's turn. 13-foot putt. A 25 is a 14. He'd be going for it on a 13-foot putt. So a 13-foot putt with 14. It's in either way. So he sinks the birdie putt. Birdie on that hole, back to even on the day. Back to +1 on the tournament. And now Fitzpatrick with a 4-footer for par. 52 is a 21, that's in. So even par for Fitzpatrick, still +2 on the tournament. All right, let's change holes. Hole number 2 is a dogleg left, par 5. It is 575 yards. It's handicap number 5, so it's one of the easier holes. We do have a bunker out here on the fairway, but it's short of most guys' drivers. And we do have some bunkers protecting the front. But we should be able to get pretty close without any tree trouble within a couple. All right, and Morikawa has the honors. They're both even on to par the last hole number 1. And so for Morikawa, they said no wind on this hole, even though it is a windy day, no wind on this hole. His wood rating's a 5, which is going to be about 260. That's going to put him out here. And he tends to be about even. He tends to be a pretty straight shooter, but it seems like every time I say that, it jinxes him and he goes in the trees here on these videos. But at 260, he's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. He's kind of 30 from trouble. And he's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 from trouble. So let's split it, and we're going to aim right 5. So driver, aiming right 5, just trying to split the trees down in the center. And let's see what he can do. A 31 is a 4. So that's going to go 265 yards. He's going to go right 15, 5, 10, 15. I'm going to get another 25 plus 5, another 30 and roll. 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. That's going to put him out here at 290, right 20. And that's a fairway hit for him. All right, now we got Rory, and he can tend to be a little wilder, but he's got a wood rating of 2, which would be about 280. So he'd be out here. And how far are we from danger? She got 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 versus 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45. And he tends to go right. So I think we're just going to aim down the center line. And so he's going to use a driver. And he tees off. A 35 is a 2. He hit it right on the screws. A 2 is going to be 280. He goes right 15. But we can cut that in half. So we'll go right 10. And it's going to get 30 yards a roll plus the 5 for being hard. So 35 yards in roll. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35 right there in front of that bunker. 315 yard drive. He's right 10. That's a fairway hit. And they're both in pretty darn good shape. Okay. Now, let's see here. What I want to do is I want to figure out where are we in relation to this part of the dog leg. So I'm going to bring this dog leg back, and this dog leg goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and these are 1 for 3. So if we go 3 and it's back, go 3 and it's back, 1, 2, 3, back, 1, 2, 3, back, 1, 2, 3, back, 1, 2, 3, back, 1, 2, 3 and back, 1, 2, 3 and back. Oh, it's not quite a 1 for 3, is it? 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. It is a 1 for 3. Or this, because it should really put you down in here. I was going a little, it seems a little too stiff. But that's what it is. 3 and back, 1, 2, 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 3 back, 1, 2, 3 back, 1, 2, 3 back, 1, 2, 3 and over, 1, 2, 3 and over, 1, 2, 3 over, and then we got more of this to figure out. So let's do it this way. Let's go and we're gonna work off of this one, and then we'll have to kind of bring the ball back. We're going for pin 5, which is here. So we're on the wrong side. In reality, we should probably we shouldn't have to adjust for this. And I think I looked at this little hole earlier, and if I'm sitting here in real life, I'm already taking this dog leg into effect. And so I think what we'll do is we'll bring her back to what should be this center line, but I don't know if I'm going to give up this distance. We should really be gaining. I mean, really, I'm going to aim through here and try to aim for the center part of the green if I can. In all reality, that's what I'm trying to do. And so the one thing the game doesn't necessarily reflect is you're adding yardage here. You're gaining distance here of probably 5 yards, and you're gaining some distance back here. And so I think to reflect that, what we'll do is, if it was me, so how far are you from the hole? You're 25, 50, 75, 1, 25, 50, 75, 2, 25, 50. You're about 275 from getting it on the green. Morikawa with a 5 rating. He's not going to quite get it. He's probably going to get his 3-wood out here. So let's do this. We're going to do a 3-wood from Morikawa. Now let's be real about this. We are not going to aim straight down here with having to work the ball back. We're aiming for the front of this spot right here. So we'll bring her, this line here would be about there. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and we'll get in line with that. But we're gonna say that we're between here and here, we're gaining 5 yards. We're aiming for up in here is where we're aiming. So we'll use the lines to count, but I'm gonna shave off 5 yards to make up the difference here, and we're gonna try to land her out here in the front. All right. So Morikawa with a 5-wood rating, using his 3-wood. 43 is a 33. And that's going to be 255. So that's going to be 25, 50, 75, 1, 25, 50, 75, 2, 25, 50, 255. It's going to be left 10, 5, 10. And then she's going to roll 25. Well, she's going to roll in the sand. So we're right here. And that's more realistic with what's going on. You're not going to aim down here and aim for this. You're going to aim straight. All right. So Morikawa is at 560. And he's left 10. And he is in a sand trap. But hey, we're still in good shape. We can be on in 1. That's a green in regulation. Okay, so now we've got to figure out Rory. So he's right here. So basically we'll get him back here in the center line, but in all reality, he's aiming for up here. He's trying to hit the center of the green. So we're going to give him the benefit of this corner and say he's 5 yards closer. And we're going to just use this for counting, but he's aiming for the center of the green. How far is he? He is 5, 25, 50, 75, 1, 25, 50, 75, 2, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 55 to 60, 225 to 260, and he's got a 2 on his wood rating. So we're gonna use a 5-wood for him. Might be a little short, but better short. I say we just want to get close, picture on. So Rory with his 2. It's a 64. That's a 3. So he's gonna go 235 yards. 25, 50, 75, 1, 25, 50, 75, 2, 25, 30, 35. He's going to kick left 10, 5, 10, and he's in the bunker right next to Morikawa. So 560, left 10, and they're both in the sand. So green side bunker, we're going to start with Morikawa. Now then, we got to aim. We're short-sided. We can't aim here. So we got to bring it back and aim for the center, which if we bring him back here, that's going to be 5, 10, 15. We're aiming 20 yards. Here's the negative part of the game is 20 yards, and it's telling you that, you know, it's measuring in feet. So it's like he's trying to aim over this. In real life, you're trying to aim somewhere in here, so it's probably realistic. But that's what we're going to do, is we're going to say that we're aiming for about a 20-yard approach out of the sand. So first we got to get our lies. Let's see, Morikawa, no scramble. And 11 is a perfect lie. And so whatever he is, we can cut it in half. However far he is from the hole, cut it in half. Perfect shot. So we'll do that for him first. So we're gonna say for his approach, 20-yard approach, a 16 is gonna be a 4. And he has one sand he can use. So we're gonna say we're gonna use his one sand point. And say it's like a top fairway, and that's a 6-footer. Cut it in half. He's 3 feet from the cup. All right, so there's Morikawa. Same thing for McIlroy, which could be call it a 20-yard approach. First, we got to find out where he's at. He has no scramble ability, and we've already used his sand on the first hole. So first out, what's the lie? A 43. And that's going to be good lie, normal shot from the sand. So 20-yard approach for Rory. 63 is an 11. That's going to be 9 feet. So he's on the green with a 9-footer. Both of these guys are green in regulation. And putting for birdie. So Rory's going to go for it out of 9-footer. He rolls a 41, which is a 19. And because he went for it, it's in. It'd have been a bogey putt only otherwise. So he's in, and he's got a birdie. -1 on the day, -2 on the tournament. And now we got Morikawa with his 3-footer. 36 is a 24, and that's in. 1 putt for him. Birdie on the day, -1 on the day, -4 on the tournament, and he's 8 under, or 8 total of 8 strokes. So that's it for this video. Thanks for following along. Like I say, I've been looking at these par 5s and thinking that I'm either playing them wrong, but I'm definitely not playing them the way I would if I was standing on those courses. I would not be accounting for all of this. I'm aiming, take a ruler, I'm aiming for a straight line, trying to get as close to that green as I can. And with cutting through here, you get to save a little bit. So I think what we did here is a little more accurate. If you like what you see here, please hit like and subscribe. And if you have any comments about what I was doing here, let me know. Like I say, I've been thinking about it, and what I was doing before, aiming down here and then work our ball back, that's not real. That don't make sense. It might work for a game, but it's not what you would really do. So if you have any comments, let me know. And thanks again for watching.